Have you ever looked at someone and felt pain instead of comfort? Not because they hurt you, but because they remind you of the worst moment of your life. That's exactly what happened to me.
My neighbor stopped me one morning near the mailboxes and said, "Why do you keep avoiding me?" And for 6 months, I had been running from her. Every single day.
Every time she stepped outside, I went back in. Every time she waved, I pretended I didn't see. Every time she tried to talk, I found a way to disappear. But that morning, I had nowhere to go.
She stood right in front of me, Melissa Harper, a woman who moved in 6 months ago, carrying nothing but silence, grief, and a life that had clearly fallen apart.
And I told her the truth, because looking at you hurts. The moment those words left my mouth, I saw something in her break. "What does that even mean?" she asked softly.
And I realized there was no easy way to say this, no gentle version, no lie big enough to hide it. How do you tell someone that you were there the worst day of their life? How do you tell a mother that you were the one holding her child when she died?
Because that's who I was, not just her neighbor. I was the paramedic who failed to save her daughter.
3 years ago, a rainy night, a highway accident, a drunk driver crossed the line. 3 victims, and in the back seat, an 8-year-old girl, Lily Harper. She was conscious when I got there, scared, crying for her mom. I held her while they cut her out of the car. I told her she'd be okay. I lied. She coded in the ambulance.
I did everything right, every single thing. But sometimes, everything right still isn't enough. She died holding my hand, and before she did, she said, "Tell my mommy I love her."
I promised, but I never kept that promise. Because when I saw her mother in the hospital, when I saw Melissa collapse, scream, break in ways a human being shouldn't, I couldn't say the words.
Because I knew it wouldn't fix anything, it wouldn't bring her back. So I stayed silent, and I carried that silence for 3 years. So when she moved in next door, I recognized her instantly, and I knew I couldn't face her. I couldn't be around her.
Because every time I looked at her, I saw Lily. And every time I saw Lily, I remembered that I failed. But then something happened, something I never expected.
Melissa looked at me and said, "I know who you are." My entire world stopped. She knew? All this time? She nodded. I've known for 3 years. And suddenly, everything I thought I understood shattered.
She told me how she found out, how she saw my name on the mailbox, went home, pulled out the accident report, read it again, and saw my name. The man who held her daughter, the man who tried to save her.
And then she said something I will never forget. "I didn't move here to hurt you. I moved here because I needed to understand." For 3 years, she had been angry. At the drunk driver, at life, at everything. But never at me. And I didn't understand that. "You should hate me," I said. "I couldn't save her."
And she looked straight into my eyes and said, "But you held her. She didn't die alone. Do you know what that means to a mother?" And in that moment, everything I believed about myself started to crack. Because for 3 years, I thought I was the reason her world ended. But to her, I was the reason her daughter wasn't alone.
And then she said something even harder to process. I've been avoiding something too. Because while I was running from guilt, she was running from something else. Her feelings. For me. 6 months, we lived side by side, watching each other, avoiding each other. Both broke in different ways. And somehow, somewhere in that silence, we both started to feel something again. Something we thought we had lost forever.
And just when it felt like everything couldn't get more complicated, it did. A man approached us. Suit.
Cold eyes. Authority. "Melissa Harper, I'm Detective Warren Price."
And just like that, the past came crashing back. The drunk driver who killed her daughter was up for parole. And not just that, they were investigating me. A claim had been filed, saying medical negligence caused her death. Not the drunk driver, me.
For a moment, everything went silent, and I thought, this was it. This is where she finally sees me as the reason. But instead, Melissa stepped forward. And what I saw in her was not grief, it was fire. "Don't you dare blame him," she said. "He tried to save her. He held her when I couldn't. He gave me the only peace I've had in 3 years."
She defended me like I never defended myself. And in that moment, something shifted. Because for the first time in 3 years, I didn't feel like a failure. I felt seen. Not as the man who couldn't save a life, but as the man who tried.
And maybe that's what this story really is. Not about loss, not about guilt, not even about tragedy. It's about two broken people who thought their lives ended 3 years ago, finding something unexpected in the middle of pain. Understanding, connection, and maybe, just maybe, a second chance at life.
Because sometimes the people we avoid the most are the ones who understand us the deepest. And sometimes the pain we run from is the same thing that can heal us if we just stop running.